Yo, what up, bitches? We're back on a YouTube grind, so if you guys have been missing me old face, I'm back now. But anyway, I've been living in Australia for just over a month now, and I've got a bit of information which I think you guys could benefit from if you're thinking of moving over here. So, will moving to Australia fix all your problems? I think we all know the answer to that is obviously, no, I'm joking. Of course not. You are who you are, and wherever you go, those problems are going to be with you until you actively decide to fix them. But there was like a small part of me which was a little bit hopeful that if I just moved abroad to somewhere sunnier, all of my issues would just be solved. There was that tiny little small part. You're not going to become a new person, a new character just because you're abroad. You might pretend to be something just because you're in a whole new place and you could make up this whole new persona because people don't know you. But how long does that last for? But if you are someone who struggles with mental health and all that, I can tell you this much: this place will definitely motivate you to become a better person. It won't fix your issues, but it will most definitely inspire you to get off your ass and actually do something about your problems. In the last month, I have noticed just people wanting to do better for themselves. Like, people are getting up in the morning, they're joining the run clubs or the swim clubs, they're going for a little swim before work. Everyone seems to be healthy here. Like, they're all going for runs, whether it's 5 in the morning or it's 6, 7 o'clock at night, whatever it is. You will always see someone out on a run looking to better their life. Not to mention all these motherfuckers look like this straight out of a Love Island episode. I feel like that's the only thing that might make you insecure. You'll see all these people and you'll be like, fuck. But you can take it either or way. Like, it doesn't make me insecure, it makes me want to be like these motherfuckers. Obviously, we've just come from the UK, and there's not that much motivation out there, and I feel like it's all weather dependent anyway, because when you're warm it's easier to get out of bed, it's easier to do things, and I respect motherfuckers in the UK that are still doing all this shit even though it's freezing, even though there's no sun. But I feel like the scale that it is here in Australia is just so much, it's like levels above back home. I myself have felt the inspiration. I've been going out and doing the things I actually want to do, is making these videos, filming, wanting to be healthy. I've been eating way healthier than I would have back home if I was in England. It's all down to that dopamine. You need that dopamine hit, and when you're in a country with miserable weather, you don't automatically get that natural boost of sunlight. It's like what Gypsy King said, when I'm in Thailand,
I wake up when it's 30 degrees outside, I'm like, this is awesome! Let me go training.
It's literally that. Everyone's got that mindset as well. It's contagious. That's where I see myself making a bit of a change, even though it's small. It's like, yesterday I decided to go for a run. I don't run, I never run, but I went for a run. It felt good being amongst everyone else running down the beach, and you feel like you're part of this community of people that are just doing better for themselves, and you actively want a better lifestyle so you can fix the shit that's gone wrong in your head. And I really like it. And that's where I feel like the mental health starts declining, because when you're a people person and majority of the people are out here drinking, that's your friendship group, because you're craving that human connection. But then by doing that human connection, you're doing it around the pub because you're drinking, mental health is going a bit sideways, and then you're in this loop of, because all my mates are going out and drinking, I feel like I need to go out and drink, when it's not the case. You shouldn't be doing that. You do need to have a bit of discipline, but it all comes down to discipline, most definitely. But it's a lot easier to be disciplined when your environment's helping you do so. Back home in England, it feels like you have to fight your environment for that healthy lifestyle, whereas here it seems like that's the default. All of this is such a good reminder that life shouldn't always be indoors. You should be out in the sunlight, soaking up the rays, actually living your life. It all just makes sense that majority of people in the UK are wanting to do this. It seems like a massive trend to just move to Australia and better your life. Why the f*** would you not? I know it's only a month. I'm aware that everything is still going to be like super exciting because it's just, everything's new to me. I also understand that if you've got issues to deal with, you will have to face them head on. Changing countries won't fix your problems, but it will help expose them, because once you're out here, you realize like, oh, I still feel the same as like back home, I still have these thoughts, even though I knew this, but that small little bit of hope when I was back home thinking, oh yeah, if I do move abroad, it'll fix everything. But no, it's silly to think that way, and I f***ing don't do it, mate. Another thing, because people want to be outside all the time, there's also just an abundance of wildlife. Because of this, you're actively out seeking the wildlife. I know me especially, because I grew up in South Africa with all the, you know, similar sort of wildlife. I just feel at home, like I want to go run out in my front garden every morning and see if I can find the stingrays, because there's just natural stingrays where we live at the minute, and it's exciting every time. You spend more time just zoning out on a couple of fish or a fattened stingray instead of your phone, instead of scrolling on mindless shit like TikTok and all that bollocks. It makes it a lot easier to disconnect. When you live somewhere healthy, it has this chain reaction where because the sun's out, you want to go out and exercise, and because you're exercising, you're going to bed and you're sleeping better. When the sun's out, you naturally produce the hormone that makes you want to sleep on time. You get your sunlight, you then sleep like a fucking baby the night before, and because you're getting better sleep, you're then more motivated the next day to get up and do shit and work on your dreams and your goals and your problems. So the environment you're in creates momentum to be a better person, and I think that's beautiful. When you move countries, it forces you to grow. It forces you to go out and make new friends and take a few more risks and do all the things that are scary, even though, you know, sometimes you don't want to do these things, but it forces you to do that, else you're just going to be lonely, and that's growth, and that's what life is about. If you're not constantly learning something new, you know, well, life's just going to feel repetitive all the time. But when you're getting out of the comfort zone and doing the things that matter, you have a better life, you have better stories to tell your friends, you have more knowledge on things that you could pass down to the next generation, your children and shit. Why would you not do that? But the honest truth is, some people will still move abroad and they will procrastinate and they will still waste time scrolling. In general, just be lazy. Moving abroad doesn't change your character. If you were lazy in England, you will be lazy in Australia with better weather. So yeah, moving countries is not gonna fix your life problem, but it will help remove the old patterns, and it will create a temporary window for motivation, and it's kind of like a little kickstart into fixing your life problem. What you do with that window of opportunity is solely down to you and how you want your future to look. So yeah, that is my little YouTube video that I haven't done in ages, but since being out here, I do plan on making more videos, and if you guys are still interested in, you know, watching a bit more of dunks, I'm gonna hopefully have them more consistently. If you fancy supporting me, subscribe. I'm no expert in moving countries, but I can definitely share all the things that goes right and all the things that I could have done better with moving countries. I'm also not just gonna be doing all these deep videos, I'm gonna be having fun out here as well. I'm on a working holiday visa, emphasis on the holiday, so there will be more activities and adventures along the way, so if you guys will hit the subscribe button. But right now I am on the beach and I'm warm after chatting awesome bollocks, so I'm gonna go for a little dip, bitches. That water is so fucking warm, it's so nice. I could literally spend hours in there.